Hey guys, it's me, Alexandra from Live to Read, and I am back with another book haul. But this is a very big book haul because I went to the library and I just couldn't resist, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 books. I know, but still. So I am going to show you all of them. Some of them I have read, some of them I haven't, but let's just get right into it. The first book is Die Zwart Kat, Slaan Nooit en Ander Avonture by Chris Sasner. Now, I live in South Africa, so at school we have to learn Afrikaans, and my mom, who is Afrikaans, said I had to take out an Afrikaans book. So I took this one out. I don't know what it is about. Well, I sort of do. It's about this guy who is sort of like Batman, but instead his name is Black Cat, and he is saving the world from Grendelbank or something. Look out for the book review, and it's going to be in Afrikaans, and I might make an English one. Depends. Next, I have Trapped by Michael Northrop. I'm going to read the blurb to you because I haven't read this one. It's the day the blizzard started. No one knew that it was going to keep slowing for a week. Scott and his friends were among the last 7 kids at their school waiting to be picked up that day, and soon they realized that no one is coming for them. Still, it doesn't seem so bad to spend the night there. Then the power goes out, then the heat, the pipes freeze, the roof shudders. As the days add up, the snow piles higher, the empty halls grow colder and darker, and the mounting pressure forces a devastating decision. This sounds intriguing. I'm going to put that in my read next pile. Next we have The Coming of Dragons, Darkest Age, Book 1. I haven't read this one either, so it says, black, then blinding white. White like split bone. Then the wind hit. There was the sound of crashing timber like 10,000 falling trees, and the trading ship Speawa stood end up in the waves. When a ship is dashed against the rocks in a fierce storm, all hands are lost except for 2 children washed up on the beach next to a mysterious trunk. Inside the trunk lies something more powerful than the fiercest storm, something which binds itself to their destiny. Shipwreck was just the beginning of a journey which will take them far from anything they know, and for which they will need skills and courage beyond anything they imagined. A fiery and gripping adventure awaits as the darkest age begins. Sounds awesome. I am a huge fantasy fan. As you can see, I have the box set of Lord of the Rings. I've read all the Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Pittacus Law. Look out for those book reviews because I still have to make them. Then I've also got Darkest Age Book 2. I don't really want to read the blurb in case it ruins things for us. Then I have Reckless by Cornelia Funk. Now I actually have another one of her books. Dragon Rider, here it is, which I started reading, but I haven't finished yet. So, in the front it says, as he turns from boy to beast, can love save him? Through a mirror is a dangerous world. For years, Jacob Reckless has enjoyed secrets and treasures. Not anymore. His younger brother has followed him. Now dark magic will turn the boy to beast, break the heart of the girl he loves, and cause chaos to rule forever. Unless Jacob can find a way to save them, it's time he lived up to his name. Reckless. He might do something reckless. This is going on the next red pile. Then, for all of you who have read The Princess Diaries, I have an amazing announcement. Meg Cabot wrote another novel called Royal Wedding, which I have read, which is basically Princess Mia's diary when she's grown up. So it says, Princess Mia's life in New York City is one glamorous whirlwind. Not only does she have to deal with noisy gossip columnists on a daily basis and the paparazzi following her every move. She's also expected to enchant wealthy strangers at royal engagements. Speaking of engagements, Mia's gorgeous long-term boyfriend Michael has finally popped the question on an exotic Caribbean island. Finally, they're ready to settle down. Or so she thought. When Mia and Michael return from their romantic hideaway, they discover they are embroiled in a scandal of majestic proportions. A scandal that could turn the normally calm Michael into a runaway groom. Worse still, a scheming politician is trying to force Mia's father from the throne. Mia may be ready to wed, but is she really ready to rule as well? And I've read this, and something that will blow your mind happens in here. And also something happens with her father. So you have to read this. Royal Wedding by Meg Cabot. Then, as told you, I'm a huge fantasy fan. I got Fairy Wars by Herbie Brennan. And it says, when Purgus Malve, the rebel prince, comes into conflict with the unscrupulous fairies of the night, the realm of the Purple Emperor is thrown into chaos like never before. Escape for Purgus is to be found by sending him to the human world using an ancient portal, but evil forces have tampered with the device, leaving Purgus stranded there. Relying on the help of old Mr. Fogarty and Henry, a human boy his own age, Purgus must get home and help his sister Holly Blue. Together they will fight the enemies of the Purple Emperor, both outside and within the fairy realm, before all is lost. Okay, this also sounds intriguing. Back onto the next read pile. Then, Darkest Age Book 3. Then I have got Stealing Princes by Tyne O'Connell. And I read this, and it's about a girl called Calypso. And she goes to the school where all really rich people send their children. It's a boarding school, and her parents worked really hard so that she can go, even though she's not really rich. And she has these two boys who both like her, and she has to choose between them. And then the hardest girl in school is now rooming with her, and basically her life is just one big jumble. So read this book, Stealing Princes. It's actually really, really good. Then, earlier I reviewed Dark Lord, A Fiend in Need. And now I've got Book 3, Eternal Detention. And it's by Jamie Thompson, aka Dirk Lloyd. The blurb says, I, the great Dirk, take up my pen once more to record the utter misery that is school. My sworn enemy, Hasdrubal the White, has infiltrated White Shield School and seeks vengeance upon me. Naturally, I will triumph once I get out of detention, that is. Buy this book or suffer one of the following: being dosed with a potion of mind control, imprisonment in a spirit bottle, poisoning by the Black Hag's fingernails. There you can see Dirk Lord and Hasdrubal the White. And I'm in the process of reading this, so I'm going to do a review on it once I finish reading it. And then finally, Alcatraz, complete Alcatraz. Now this is 4 books combined into one, and it's by Brian Sanderson. And the blurb says, I am not a good person. My purpose is to show you the truth about me and to prove that I am not the hero everybody says I am. In the Hushlands, those librarian-controlled nations such as the US, Canada, and England. This book will be published as a work of fantasy. Do not be fooled. This is no work of fiction, nor is my name really Brandon Sanderson. I know the events of my life may seem wondrous and mysterious. I will do my best to explain them. But please remember that my purpose is not to entertain you. My purpose is to open your eyes to the truth. This is my story, the story of a selfish, contemptible fool. This is the story of a coward, the story of Alcatraz Smedry. This is an amazing book. You have to read it. I can't tell you anything about this book without giving the whole story away. But let's just say at the end of every chapter, there are cliffhangers. It's so irritating, but so gripping as well. So read this book. Well, I think you're glad. That is the end of my book haul. Have a fab rest of your day, and see you later, alligators. Alexandra out.